Sziasztok, Gábor vagyok. 2020. augusztusában elsétáltam a Camino Hungaron Budapesttől Lébényig, majd tovább mentem Rajkáig, onnan pedig Pozsonyon keresztül az osztrák Wolfstába ballagtam, hogy megnézem, hogy honnan halad tovább Nyugat-Európa felé a Camino útvonala. Pozsonyban azonban megismerkedtem egy érdekes figurával, Cástorral, aki egy kolumbiai is lett, és most elmeséli nekem, hogy hogyan lett egy tőzsgyökeres kolumbiaiból a szlovák Camino megálmodója és a szlovák Camino Egyesület elnöke. Lássuk!
My name is Cástor Enrique Sánchez Rodriguez, and I came to Czechoslovakia in 1984 from Colombia. I'm originally Colombian, and I came here to study with a scholarship. Well, the first time I heard about the Camino, it was still during the socialist times. I was staying at a student's dormitory, and during the summer, all the Slovak people, the local students, would go home, and we, the foreigners, we would stay there, and then would come some people from Western countries to learn Slovak in the summer, you know, Americans and Canadians and English people and Germans and also Spanish people. So we would very quickly bond with these Spanish-speaking people, and they told me about the Camino. They were the first people to tell me about it. But I didn't really, it didn't really attract me, or I wasn't so interested in it. I just heard about it. And it was only many years later when I read a book by Paulo Coelho, that I got really interested in it. And then I put time that in 2006 I'm going there, And I talked a friend of mine into it. And then another friend decided to join us. So we went there, like at the beginning 3 people, and the last part we were 2. We walked from Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port to Santiago. That means the French Camino in 30 days. Yeah. And that turned out to be a wonderful experience. We went there not for religious purposes at all. So we were looking for a different type of holiday, hiking, and it turned out to be a very spiritual experience for all of us. So that was a big surprise, It was very nice, but it was really, really unexpected, the spiritual dimension that we found in it. So when I came back, I wanted to let everybody know and tell people that you have to go there. It's a must. It's so beautiful. It's so great. But it stayed there, and only many years later, I went with a friend of mine from Bratislava to Hainburg, which is the first village along the Danube from Bratislava in Austria. And when we crossed the border, then right there was the first sign, the first Camino sign. So we realized that the Camino, it was possible to walk from Bratislava to Santiago already. That was back in 2013. And so we looked at each other, and he said, yeah, I think it's time to mark the Camino in Slovakia as well. But it took us 1 more year to create a civic association to start doing it, and it took us 2 years to really get started. We had no idea what we needed to do, how to do it, what it took. So it took some years to prepare, but the first step was to create historical study about how or where the Camino went in the Middle Ages in the territory of Slovakia. So one student of history from the university in Bratislava, Communist University, he did that study for us, and the result of this study was a map of Slovakia with 18 points where most probably the Camino went through, So with these 18 points, we could already see how the Camino went, and that's the route we are trying to mark now. When we started doing it, we found out that it was not going to be easy at all, because the Slovak legislation prohibits doing anything, whatever it is, with property that is not yours, you know, and every tree, every stone, every wall, every post belongs to someone. So if we want to put up a sign, we need permission from all these people, you know, and that is a very difficult and very complicated process. One of the first sections that we marked, it was from Rajka to Bratislava, which is a very short section, you know, around 20 kilometers, and for that we needed to get 11 permits, you know. So it is a very difficult task, but we also found out that there are two organizations in Slovakia which do not need to ask for any permits to put up signs, and they are the Slovak Hikers Club and the Slovak Cyclists Club, you know. So we approached these organizations and we told them what we wanted, so we agreed to cooperate together. So actually they mark the way for us, and that is mostly where there are any cycling or hiking paths, the way is already marked. But of course the route goes through places where there are neither cyclists nor hiking paths, so there we still need to get the permits and mark these places. So right now you will find signs all over Slovakia, you know, from Košice to Bratislava, but they are not enough to go the whole way, because there are some points where you don't know where to go and there are no signs. So you need a map. We have guidebooks describing the route, every stage of the route, you know, so with these guidebooks it is possible to do. Or if you have a mobile phone, you just download the route onto your mobile phone, and then you can follow it the whole way. So the main route, or the first route that we have marked, goes from Košice, you know, through Levoča. Levoča is the Lebeń in Hungary, so the most important and the most beautiful St. Jakob's Church is there. And then it goes through the major Slovak cities on the way, like Banská Bystrica, Trnava, Nitra, you know, and it comes here to Bratislava. And in Bratislava, it is where the Hungarian Camino practically ends, you know, and they both join the Austrian Camino, you know, that goes farther to Western Europe. So basically, right now we have that one main route from Košice to Bratislava. We also connected the Hungarian route with the Austrian through Bratislava 3 years ago. So that is a very short but very important section. And the other one we are starting to work on is from the Czech-Polish border in the north, all the way down to Bratislava. Probably we will be marking that next year. We are already finishing the details about the route, where it's going to go, you know, exactly, and we will start late this year and in the spring next year to mark it. So these are our major projects right now. This year, this COVID had a bright side, because we got one boy who couldn't work because of this situation, and he decided to join us, and he created a completely new web page for us. It is the www.caminodesantiago.sk, you know, and so it's not even 2 months old, this new page. There we have a lot of information, very accurate and updated information. And in a few weeks' time, 2 or 3 weeks, this whole page will be in Hungarian as well. We already have the translations. We just need to put them, you know, on the web. So very soon we will have it in Hungarian, and we will have it in English, in Spanish, in Polish, and hopefully in German too. So we are really looking forward to seeing a lot of Hungarian pilgrims coming to Slovakia and walk the Camino in Slovakia. you know. And the good thing about Slovakia is that maybe in half the way you can speak Hungarian, you know, with the local people, you know. So in some other places you will have to use English or Russian or any other language, German, but really I think half the way goes through territories where a lot of people speak Hungarian, so I think it's some extra point. And it's beautiful, you know, it's really beautiful, and I really looking forward to seeing a lot of Hungarian pilgrims coming to Slovakia. Buen camino, thank you very much, ďakujem, köszönöm.